Hello, I'm Geoffrey from GeoStudio. I would like to share with you some little trick to make a volumetric distance fog. The idea is to simulate some very small particle that would move in the air, in the wind. As you can see in this scene, it's moving here. It's this green fog. It could be any color, and also as you can see, this is hidden by the fog, but this one kind of stands in front of it no matter where you put it. I'll show you how it's done too. First, you need to get a volumetric texture from the engine or anywhere else if you have some tutorials to create ones. But we won't lose time. We'll just click here, settings. We will ask to show engine content, so we can get it here. Type noise, grab let's say this one, drag and drop it in your project, say copy here, and you have your texture. Then you need to create a material, name it the way you want, and create an instance for this material. So up, create material instance. Yeah, I will clean this project before I give it on my Patreon, don't worry. So, first, the material. First, there is this filter that avoids the elements as I showed. So, here the stencil is 1, so I want this one to have stencil, custom stencil 1. If I put something else, you see, it gets the fog immediately. Oh, another thing, if you want to use this stencil, remember to use to go to your project settings. At rendering, you need to, at post-processing here, you need to have custom depth stencil pass. Put it at enabled with stencil, because otherwise you will only you will have one custom pass. I mean, you won't be able to choose a specific stencil. So remember this option here. Now that we excluded what we didn't want, we can create the fog itself. So the fog is not fully opaque. We want it to have variations. So the trick is to use a lerp. Of course, if the value of the lerp is 0, we take the image without it. And if the lerp is 1, you get the fog. So the fog can be a simple color, as you can see here. Can just plug this and it will work, should just be one color. Or we can make something a bit more complex that will pan, and that's interesting. So you have two colors, this white and this black. The version I'm using is with yellow and green, and it gives this weird feeling, you see. So more important than this, you can completely avoid this and just put a color, as I said before. How to do the lerp, that's more important. First, we need to exclude the skybox. Make sure it always gives 0. When we are very far, it's in space, it's in the sky, you want to make sure it will go back to the original input. You don't want to forget. Remember that. It's important, or your effect will be very ugly. Then, in my case, I prefer add height filter. If if I fly like this, see, the fog won't follow. It will always stick. It will stick to a level on the ground. If you don't put that, when you go here, you will have the green. The green will follow you. I mean, the fog will follow you in the air. It won't stick to the ground. It's really bad. So I multiply the value with it. So now we have excluded the skybox with the distance and prevented it from going outside of the. I mean, far from the ground itself. Then here it's just little adjustments, and we have the real effect. Should I say, yeah, the real one. The real thing is kinda simple in the end. We pan both textures, so we take 2 times. I mean, I say both textures, but they are the same. I put 2 times this one, okay, multiply them together, and what we need is to separate the channels. You don't want the blue, so you remove it. You just mask R and G. You pan this, use a panner, so because the panner needs vector 2, you know. So you make it pan, then you put back the blue, and then enter the 3D texture. Because of course 3D texture means it has X, Y, and Z coordinates. So don't forget to give it the blue back. So we get back here, we adjust, and poop. As you can see, in the end, it's not very complex effects. The most important part is just these 2 texture panning in different ways. Meaning, see the values here? That's what really matters. To pan kind of against each other. I mean, you can alter it a bit to try some funny things. That's why I told you to make this instance, because in the instance you will be able to alter your values and try something funny. You can try to change the speeds. And don't forget to add these level details so you can adjust the size to what you want for your scene. You have to tweak until you have what you really want. But once it's achieved, it can be really fun. In Stranded in Outer Space, color changes. It's not defined here. And here, instead I use material parameters, so I can use a blueprint that will change the color, and the post process will take this color from the collection. You know, it's collection parameter. See, you make something like this. You add a vector, create vector. Then you can use it here. You can call it from here, and you can also call it from a blueprint to change the color from a blueprint that's not referencing this material instance directly. In my case, a lot of things will alter, the zones will alter. So I found this solution more convenient than trying to find the reference of all the time to change it. It wasn't convenient. Hope it will help you. If you have questions, of course, feel free to ask, and of course like and subscribe, and check on my Patreon for the sources. As always, it will be Patreons only for 10 days, I guess, and then it will be completely free. You have a lot. Check my Patreon. Yeah, there are a lot of stuff that are completely free and can have fun. Hope you will have a lot of fun. Oh, by the way, there are sales on the Unreal Engine Marketplace, and right now, Contain Pour and Spill Wine is 50% off. So if you wanna have fun with glue glue simulations. You have a lot of very Frenchy stuff, including my dad's jugs and I forgot to put a screenshot of my no, here one very cute crystal bottle. I recreated it. I was very proud. So I hope you like my stuff and have a lot of fun with or without it, and see you soon. Bye bye.